New efforts to preventing suicides. We'll show you what community leaders are doing in Bartholomew County tonight to spread the message that everyone's life matters.
Today is Worldwide Suicide Prevention Day, and one central Indiana community is taking a stand to increase awareness and also mental illness. Our Kendall Downing is in Columbus tonight to tell us more about an event that starts at the top of the hour. Kendall.
It is a community conversation here at Columbus East High School, and folks living here say after 6 deaths by suicide in 6 weeks, both adults and children, something had to be done.
There was something happening inside, and we would find out later that it was this illness that was taking him over.
4.5 years ago, life for Annette Kleinhens changed. Her son, 29-year-old Caleb, died by suicide after a struggle with mental illness. She made sure his death wouldn't be in vain, and now is a nurse, her specialty, psychiatric nursing.
Stigma is probably the biggest barrier to mental health treatment, which then would be a barrier to suicide prevention.
Suicide prevention is the goal of an event tonight where Kleinhens will speak at Columbus East High School. 2 sophomores died by suicide at the start of the school year, leaving both parents and students shaken. Keisha Allman is an organizer.
There was an outcry from the community asking what can we do or what is being done.
Statistics from the Bartholomew County 911 Center show an alarming trend. In 2010, dispatchers received 171 calls, including suicide threats, attempts, or deaths. By 2012, the number jumped to 277. Last year, it hit 387.
What we are trying to do is decrease the stigma around suicide and mental illness by talking out loud about it. The more we talk about it, the more people who are feeling this way feel safe to go and talk to someone else about what they're feeling.
Organizers say tonight they'll reinforce the message that resources are available and hope to prevent the pain that so many families already feel.
The more we can educate, the more opportunity we can educate, and the more we can break down these barriers.
The event is free and open to the public. It starts at 7 o'clock. Reporting in Columbus, I'm Kendall Downing, Fox 59 News.
If you are thinking about suicide, or maybe you know someone who's been talking about it, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is right on your screen, 1-800-273-8255. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're concerned someone may be thinking about suicide, we've also placed more information about how you can help them on fox59.com/links.
In less than an hour, a community will get together to mourn the loss of 2 Columbus High School students who took their own lives.
Yeah, that meeting is part of a bigger picture to make sure everyone knows where to turn for help. And 24-hour News 8's Tim McNicholas joins us now with the story. Tim.
Well, Eric and Lori, organizers are stressing this isn't just for the students, it's for the whole community. Columbus is also where a murder-suicide happened on Sunday. It's a topic we don't often talk about, but some members of the community say the best thing to do right now is to talk. The goal, prevent it from happening again.
I laid on the floor for an hour and cried, hour and a half.
It's been 4 years since Annette Kleinhens' son Caleb took his own life.
I think about him every day.
But no matter how many years pass, she doesn't want people to forget about it.
Talking about it is a good thing, and unfortunately sometimes it takes tragedy to find the momentum.
In 2003, when Caleb was diagnosed with schizophrenia, it gave Annette the momentum to become a psychiatric nurse. When he died, it drove her to teach her community about suicide prevention.
I remember a point where my pain was so deep, but then the awakening that came.
And that's why tonight she'll share her story at Columbus East High School, where Jennifer Wright-Berryman's daughter and other students are mourning the loss of their classmates. So, Wright-Berryman organized the event. She's using these flyers to get the word out.
We're resilient, we're strong, and we really want to move forward because we'd like to have no suicides.
She says her daughter's leaning on her loved ones to cope with tragedy.
Just heartbroken.
The same way Annette leaned on her family when she lost Caleb. Tonight, she'll tell students about resources where they can find help.
Suicide has changed my whole family individually and collectively, and we hold on to each other, and hopefully these events in our community has brought our community together.
There will be 8 different mental health providers represented at that meeting, and a wall where people in attendance can write down their thoughts and emotions with a marker. Tim McNicholas, 24-Hour News 8.
Students at Columbus East High School gathered after classes this evening. They supported each other after 2 fellow students committed suicide. Both happened separately over the summer. Now other community members who have been close to suicides in the past are encouraging students to talk. Organizer Jennifer Wright-Berryman has a daughter at the school. She says their goal is to keep these tragedies from happening again. 8 mental health care providers also plan to attend the meeting to share resources for grieving and suicide prevention with the students. Columbus East students weren't the only ones discussing these difficult issues today. September 10th is World Suicide Prevention Day. Hundreds of organizations around the globe have come together to raise awareness.